Hey guys, welcome back. It's Guardian Angel or Guardian Angel, whichever you prefer. I'm back with some Secrets Untold by Legend X Games. Full game, please. Alright, the man stopped for a moment. He didn't so much as move a muscle, but his eyes gave him away. I moved past his body, and to my horror, saw that Loretta's corpse was right outside my room. I pushed the thoughts of nausea, guilt, and sadness from my head and tried to steel myself. She's resting. She's just asleep, you know. If I was going to make it out of this alive, I had to be strong. I stepped over Loretta's body, this time keeping my eyes closed as to not emblazon her motionless eyes in my memory. I walked forward and past this chapter of my life. Maybe I would revisit it, but I couldn't face it right now. I just kept thinking of her smiling face when she saw me in my wedding dress. That would be the way I remembered her. I hadn't noticed the man was continuing further down the hall, completely oblivious to the inner monologue I was having. Fourth wall is broken. Seriously though, I need to take a drink of water. Oh, excuse me. I ran to catch up with him.
Wait up!
The usually busy hall was empty. There were no servants cleaning or guards talking. That's not suspicious at all. The hollowness terrified me. It was eerie. I could only wonder what had happened to everyone. Did they flee? Or were they killed? I dismissed my second idea. There weren't any bodies scattered around, but it was deadly silent.
Is there any event happening tonight?
He finally stopped walking and turned to me. I shook my head.
Not that I know of. Balder hasn't mentioned anything. Do you think...
I think I need to fix my chair, because it keeps creaking and stuff. I need a new chair, like, badly. My voice trailed off. Maybe there was a logical reason for the absence of the royal guard. They could have been protecting the king and escorting the royal family off the premises.
Where are the guards? It's hard to believe that with so many men roaming the building, an assassin would make it into the kingdom.
Oh, excuse me. He was right. How did a single assassin get past all the guards? King Rory employed a mass amount of them. The assassin had to be working with them. Otherwise, where would they be? Logically, one man wasn't skilled enough to take out that many men. But I couldn't fathom that the guards would turn their back on their king. Every decision Rory made bettered the kingdom.
Callista!
Balder's shout of panic reached my ears. I knew this wasn't a dream. Something bad was happening in the castle, the same castle I had just been chatting excitedly to my fiancé in. But now his favorite white coat was drenched in what I assumed was blood.
Balder!
Why are his clothes drenched in blood? That's a question I have. Staring at him caused all my hesitation to drift away. I had to make sure I was drinking water enough so I wouldn't choke like that. I'm just gonna leave you open. I had to make sure that he was okay. When I tried to approach him, the stranger's arm flew out in front of me.
You can't go to him.
He's my fiancé. You can't keep me from him.
I'll do what I want, dude. I shouted and tried to push his arm away, but once again the man in black overpowered me. He grabbed me by the waist and pushed me behind his heaving torso. Balder drew his sword and pointed it at the stranger.
Unhand her.
You don't understand.
Balder only stepped closer to us. I watched the two. I couldn't escape the stranger's grasp. Was Balder a match for him? I didn't want my fiancée to get hurt.
She's in danger. She won't be safe here. They'll come back. She has to run away.
With you? There's no chance. You won't be taking my lady. How do I know that you're not the one who issued the attack in the first place?
How do I know you didn't kill somebody, Balder? Why are your clothes covered in blood? Huh? Answer me that. It doesn't show it, but you know, it did say his favorite cloak was covered in blood. The stranger looked at me with pleading eyes. I couldn't lie.
He saved my life. Without him, I would have been dead.
Balder seemed to soften his gaze.
I'm glad you're all right. I don't know what I would have done without you.
I opened my mouth to respond, but it seemed as if the stranger was bursting at the seams. I closed my mouth and let him talk. His pleas were made in my direction.
Please, my lady, you have to believe me. If you stay here with these guys, they will come back and try to kill you again.
We have more than enough manpower to protect her. We weren't prepared today, but we will be. I'll hire all the men in Aria if I have to. Callista, you will be safe with me. I promise.
Yay, I said Arya right.
First of all, before you two start fighting, why don't one of you tell me what the hell is going on?
Heck, what the heck is going on? Language, please. My hands were shaking. I needed the answers, and I needed them now.
Please, I need an explanation. Something. Why were those men after me?
Like I said before, someone really doesn't want you to be queen.
Balder moved towards the man and reached out to me. Realizing he couldn't stand against the Prince of Vestus, the stranger let me go. I held on to Balder as he began questioning the mystery man.
Who the hell are you anyway? And how will I know that you won't turn on her?
My name is Kieran. I work for the Shadows in Novum. We heard word about an assassination attempt on the future queen. We didn't think it'd be this early. I came here on recon, but it seems like I had perfect timing.
The Shadows?
I tried to hide my astonishment, but I was pretty sure that both men could see right through me. The Shadows were the kind of group that stole from the rich and gave to the poor. Their methods weren't conventional. If they had to step on toes to get what they wanted, they'd do it. This kept the Shadows as an underground organization. Anything official, and the king would come after them. They had a huge popularity in the lowlands. Here, there were nothing but whispers.
Say that's true. Now what?
You come with me, and we flee the kingdom. You stay hidden until we figure out just who wanted to kill you, and then, when we do, I eliminate the threat. When that's done with, you go back to your happy ever after.
Oh my goodness.
Our wedding is in 3 days. Nobles from every kingdom are coming. We cannot postpone it. My parents will never let me marry her if not now.
Tell me, why is it you're in such a hurry to marry her?
I don't have to explain myself to you or anyone else. I love Callista immensely. She's an incredible human being. I had to beg my parents to allow me to marry her, but it seems as if every force is against us.
All of that may be true, but I don't take you for a fool. You take advantage of this uproar and marry Callista as soon as possible to set an example to the people.
I want bread and butter. Sorry, randomosity aside, let's go.
If he loves me, then that's just a bonus.
Kieran frowned. Kieran. I like Kieran better. Kieran frowned at my answer, but I didn't care. I knew that Balder loved me. It didn't matter what perks came from the wedding. Those weren't his intentions.
If you marry him now, the assassination threats are going to get worse, and they won't stop at you. They'll spread out to everyone you care about, even the prince.
I have the power to will thousands of men. You do not have to worry about my safety, Callista.
Will your men be able to stop any threat against this castle? You don't know when they'll strike next or who called the attack in the first place. You'd be putting a lot of people in danger.
I've heard enough.
My voice was feeble as I attempted to silence the men. I was conflicted, but both men had brought up good points. There was someone, or maybe even multiple people, who wanted me dead. Balder had the money and resources to protect me, but there was a chance that he could get hurt if the assassins came back. If I went with Kieran, the brunt of the assault wouldn't be on the castle. Balder and his family would be left alone. I'd be away from Balder for some time, but he'd be safe.
It should be up to me where I go, shouldn't it?
Kieran looked at Balder. Balder glanced back at him. Kieran looked anxious. Balder looked upset. They were unrelenting. Finally, Kieran spoke up.
Can we both agree on that?
Balder only nodded in response. When he was silent like this, it was because he thought that the person he was conversing with wasn't worth his time. Kieran didn't say anything more either. It seemed as if no more words were needed from either of them. It was time for me to take the stage.
I want to.
Happy! Decisions. I want to do. I want to try both for this playthrough, but okay. First, I'm gonna save. Yes, please. Okay. My sister just got scared in the other room. That was funny. But honestly, I would go with Quran because I wouldn't want Baldur and his family to be in danger. But that could also mean that his father would, like, I don't know, try to arrange a marriage between him and some other chick that's a princess of this kingdom or something like that. Or something else could happen that was equally bad or worse. Hold on. I'm gonna end that episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Put down in the comments, write down in the comments what you would have done. Like, what you would do in this situation. If you would go with Quran or stay with Baldur.